Welcome to all of you. In today's video, we will know about the question answers of the poem Confessions of a Born Spectator written by Frederick Ogden Nash. And before knowing the question answers, let us have a quick revision of the poem in a detailed manner. So, first stanza of the poem is that one infant grows up and becomes a jockey, another plays basketball or hockey. This one the prize ring hates to enter, that one becomes a tackle or center. So, in this first stanza, the poet Ogden Nash brings his attitude towards us, and says that a born spectator. He is a born spectator, and his attitude is that he avoids participating in the sports events. He is a lover of sports only as a spectator and not as a participant. Around him, he finds that there are infants, there are boys. When they grow up, they adopt different games and sports. One goes in for horse riding and becomes a professional jockey, another becomes a keen lover of basketball or hockey, the third one dislikes boxing, and another becomes a rugby player. But the speaker is very happy is being that he is a spectator only and not a sportsman like others. Then in stanza 2, there are the lines that I am just glad as glad can be, that I am not them, that they are not me. With all my heart, I do admire athletes who sweat for fun or hire, who take the field in gaudy pomp. So, in the second stanza, the spectator, the speaker, the poet, no doubt admires athletes who sweat for money, for pleasure, or he admires all those who appear on the playground in showy dresses and then romp and injure each other. He frankly also admits that his own spirit is weak and shy in the coming lines. So in the third stanza, then he says that and maim each other as they romp. My limp is bashful, spirit feeds on an other people's heroic deeds. Now A runs 90 yards to score, B knocks the champion to the floor, C risking vertebrae and spine lashes his steed across the line. You would think my ego it would please to swap positions with one of these. Well, ego it might be pleased enough, but jealous athletes play so rough, they do not ever in their dealings consider one another's feelings. I am glad that when my struggle begins twixt prudence and ego, prudence wins. So in the all these three in this all these three stanzas, the poet says that he frankly admits that his own spirit is weak and shy, so he is very feels very contented with only watching the heroic performance of the other players. And one man is champion runner. He describes that A, B, C, there are three players. So he says that one man is a champion runner, another is a renowned boxer. They compete with one another to win the game and bag the prize. The rider is risking his bones and spine, lashes his horse lashes his horse hard to win the prize. One may think that a spectator who also feels tempted to take the position of the winner, boxer, or jockey. But of course, this exchange of position with one of the athlete or the world champions may please his ego. But a sportsman, as a rule of play, they are very rough in playing the games and don't have any consideration for the feeling of one another. So whenever there is conflict, struggle in the mind of the being a spectator between carefulness and self centeredness, his carefulness always wins, his good sense always wins, and he never opts for the participation in any game or sports. Then in the next stanza, in the next stanza, he says that when Solemn Eye meets gnarled fist, when snaps the knee and cracks the twist, when calm officials demands, is there a doctor in the stands? My soul in true thanksgiving speaks for this modest of physique. Then in this stanza, he says that he sees one boxer giving a powerful punch on already injured eye of his opponent. Some other sportsman suffers serious injury like bone fracture. At such a critical moment, the person organizing the game remains cold and very peaceful. He is not moved by the sufferings of the athlete. He would calmly inquire if there is a doctor in the pavilion to give medical care. The spectator, however, feels deeply moved by these things, and he thanks God. He thanks God for not giving him a very athlete body. Then in the last stanza, there, there is the line that athlete, I will drink to you or eat with you or anything except compete with you, buy tickets for their radium to watch you gamble in the stadium and reassure myself anew that you are not me and I am not you. Then in the last stanza, addressing to the athlete, the poet says that he will gladly drink for their health and dine with them. He will have dinner with them. But he will never compete with them in the playground. He will not even mind spending a large sum of buying a ticket to watch their frisking and jumping. Then he will get great comfort to think that he, unlike the players, he is only a spectator. He says that there is a quick summary. So in this poem, The Confessions of a Born Spectator, Ogden Nash talks about why he wants to become a spectator, why he don't want to become a sports person. In short, he is explaining us the demerits or the merits of being a spectator and demerits of being a sportsman. So in the poem he says the poet is a very happy that he is a spectator. The reasons are that his own spirit is weak and shy. He confesses that he is glad his spirit is shy and weak. Why? For the heroic deeds. And he is glad that he is neither a sportsman or nor an athlete. He admires the talents of a sportsman and athletes in this poem. Then he says that children have different aims and wish to play various types of games. Each child has in mind something in particular, but the narrator is glad that he is not one of the players. Though the narrator admires the talents of all athletes, he is satisfied also by watching them, but he is not willing to participate or exchange his position between in them. He also sometimes regrets that jealous athlete play rough games without caring for another player's feelings, and considering them as a rivals. And at last in the poem, he confesses again, admits again that yes, I am very happy that I am not they are not me like me and I am not like them. Now let us discuss the question answers. So first question of the poem is there is a two lines are there. My limp and bashful spirit feeds on other people's heroic deeds. So first question is there, why does the poet feel his spirit is limp and bashful? So the answer of this question is that the poet feels his spirit limp and bashful because he is not able to maim. Maim means hurt. He is not able to hurt others and not heroic as the other players are. So then next question from the same stanza, based on the same stanza, same two lines are, whom does he consider to be heroic? So he considers heroic to the players. He considers athletes to be heroic. Then C question, third question is that why does he admire them? The answer is that he admires them because of their heroic deeds. Then there is a stanza again in the second question. That stanza is, when Solen eye meets gnarled fist, when snaps the knee and cracks the wrist, when calm officials demands, is there a doctor in the stands? So first question is that which sport is being referred to in the first line? Give a reason. So answer is that boxing is being referred in the first line because injured swollen eye and twisted punch are example of this game. Then next question, why are the officials described as calm officialdom? So the answer is that officials asked for doctor because of injuries of the player. Now next question is that what do officials ask for and why? So the answer is officials asked for doctor because of injuries of the players. Then next question, direct questions are there. 5 questions are there. First question is that why do other children grow up and become? What do other children grow up and become? What does the poet become? So the answer is, when other children grow up, they become jockey, basketball player or hockey player, and the poet becomes a spectator. The next question is that the characters A, B and C achieve milestones in the field of games and sports. Does the spectator intend to change places with one of them? So the answer is that characters A, B and C achieve milestones in the field of games and sports. No, spectator does not intend to change the places with one of these. Lines from the poem with the support of this sentence, this answer is that to swap positions with one of these, well, ego it might be pleased enough. Then next question, third question is that what does the poet mean when he says, athletes, I will drink to you? What were the reasons for his admirations? The answer is that the poet means that he will gladly drink and dine for them, for that players. He means the poet admires them for their talents also. Then next question, fourth one is that why does he call his spirit bashful? Bashful means shy. So the answer is that the poet calls his spirit bashful because he is not willing to compete with the players. His bashful spirit feeds on other people's heroic deeds. Then last question is that is the spectator proud and happy to be only a spectator? Read the last line and select words in support of your answer. So the answer is that yes, the spectator is proudly happy to be only a spectator. The last two lines of the poem are best examples, and the lines are reassure myself anew that you are not me and I am not you. So that's all about the question answers and a quick explanation of this poem. I hope this will help you. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If it is liked by you, then share, subscribe, comment and like. Thanks a lot once again. God bless us all.